All right, everybody, coming in with another video here on the channel. This video is going to be covering what I stated when I wanted to change directions. So this is going to be the kickoff of the newest challenge we have here on Street Parking, the Jacked by June challenge. Street Parking, if you guys haven't heard of them or watched any of my videos, it's basically a fitness community, online programming, workout at home, workout with minimal equipment, infinite scalability options. And it's a community that I followed for the past couple of years. And throughout the years, throughout every calendar year, they do a handful of challenges. This is my first time doing Jacked by June. It's a 4-week challenge. I want to take you guys along with me. Normally, I'd start these challenges off completely head first and just going into the hardest workout and just no holds bar on this. I can't do that today because I hurt my knee on Sunday. I don't know how, but my knee is not cooperating with me, so I needed to take it easy. And when your knee hurts, I'm going to revert to just doing some maintenance. I'm going to be doing one of the maintenance stretching videos that Street Parking has for all of their community members. A lot of them are actually up on YouTube. And the one I'm going to be doing is going to be the stress reliever. I'll have it linked down below so you guys can check it out. We're just going to be relieving a little bit of stress. Just got done working actually right there. So it's been a long day. I need to get some stretching in. And I'm just going to keep updating this video throughout this challenge. It'll be a little bit different. It'll be the culmination of 4 weeks rather than just a workout and me talking about it and posting it to YouTube. Hopefully this is a little bit better content. Let me know in the comments below if you like this style, but make sure you smash that like button real quick. All right, everybody, it is Friday. First week still of Jacked by June, and I am doing what I can here. Any sort of like squatting has been really painful. Just getting in and out of the chair, standing up has been painful most of the week, but it's starting to get a little bit better. So today I'm actually gonna be doing more shift workouts. It's not what I really want to do, really, but it's what I have to do right now just because of my pain levels. I've been doing a lot of shift workouts, just trying to modify it, trying to stay away from some of the squatting movements, and it's been really good. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of the suns out, guns out workouts because those very rarely include squatting. I've just been trying to have some fun with it. It's not always a good time. It's not always easy. And this is the first time in a while that I've had to deal with something that wasn't just general soreness and achiness. This was actually pain. So I took a couple days, did a lot of maintenance videos, just trying to stay a little bit limber, doing some of the shift workouts if it had no squatting movements. And I did the bro sesh yesterday, and I'm gonna be doing another shift today along with suns out, guns out. So I'm hoping to get jacked by June. So for today's workout, we've got a 14-minute AMRAP with 30 single unders, 8 goblet squats, and 16 air squats. I'll be taking the goblet squats and air squats honestly a little bit lighter. I'm gonna go with a lighter weight on the goblet squat and probably just do 40 pounds, see how it feels. And then with the air squats, I'll take those really slow. I'm probably actually gonna drop those down to maybe 10 or 12, just because I don't wanna push volume at this point. So I might see how that feels. And if that's hurting me, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the goblet squats down to air squats. And then I'm actually gonna be doing Bulgarian split squats because those don't seem to hurt me too bad. I did those when my knee was at the worst and it didn't hurt. Guys, there's so many substitutions you can make, especially in functional fitness training. Just have fun with it, keep the intended stimulus. But if you need to sub something out, who cares? This is about you. This isn't about any leaderboard. So just remember that, because I always have to remind myself. All right, we're in the kitchen now. We're gonna be cooking up what is now my favorite lunch to prep. I was gonna be coming on here and talking about how fruits and vegetables and things like that are a little bit difficult to get right now. Our grocery store is running very low on those supplies. Even spinach, I wasn't able to get spinach until last week. So getting healthier options has been a challenge. And with this Jacked by June street parking challenge, nutrition's obviously a big part of it. Now the nutrition path that I'm taking is going through the 800 gram challenge, which if you're not familiar with that, I'll do a future video on it. But essentially it's just making sure you eat 800 grams of fruits and vegetables a day. As simple as that. But for lunch, what I had been doing is I had been eating one of those big kit salads and just a bunch of chicken, which was okay, but very, very high in calories and not a lot of payout. It was like 1,000 calories for what I was eating, and it didn't seem like that much food. So what I'm cooking today is going to be much better for you. I'm going to put the nutrition facts right over here because it's already preloaded into my Fitness Pal. One thing that you all will notice is that this is not my recipe whatsoever. I actually got this from Fit Men Cook. If you don't know who that is, check them out on Instagram. There's an app as well. Just healthy recipes on their website, and this is one that I picked up because of how simple it is. I thought it was great, thought I would try it out and do it on the channel. So all that you need for this, I've got 3 cups of rice I just made up. This is just instant rice, nothing fancy. 1 bag of frozen peas and carrots, 2 eggs. I'm using a pound of chicken. Now this is one of the parts where you can mix this up. You can use pretty much whatever protein you want. Chicken, turkey, beef, tofu, if that's what you're into. You can really mix this up so you don't burn out on it. And then some soy sauce. And that's it. You can really customize this however you want. You can change out the chicken for any other source of protein. You can use white or brown rice. I have white rice because that's what I had at home. And then your vegetables, you can switch them out for peppers. You can do onions, any kind of vegetable you want. And then season it however you desire. So this recipe is so simple, and just by little tiny tweaks, it's a whole different recipe and it helps you from burning out. And that was my biggest problem. I'm so used to chicken, broccoli, and rice for lunch that it really, really gets annoying, and I don't like eating it after a while. This recipe is simple. It incorporates a lot of what I was already eating, and it's super fast to make, which is vitally important to me when I'm prepping food because I don't like spending a lot of time cooking. So let's get to the oven and make this. Okay, so first things first, get the largest pan you have. This is the biggest one that we've got, and it works perfectly. So I like to set it on medium heat. I don't like to get it too hot. Put it on there, let it get hot for a few minutes. Now, this chicken that I have came from a whole chicken. This was smoked for us. And I just kind of tore it apart, but the pieces are still a little bit big. So I'm just going to put this on a cutting board, chop it up a little bit smaller, so that way it's easier to use. Okay, so now that the chicken's chopped up, we've got the pan heated up. We're going to put some oil down in that and start cooking. So first things first, just go ahead and add your rice, and I add my chicken at the same time. Now for this, I just kind of keep it moving. My goal here is to get a little bit of crisp on the chicken and try and get the rice a little bit brown and crispy as well. Once you start seeing the rice get a little bit of sear to it, or you see any pieces of chicken start to get a little brown and crispy, what you need to do next is just put a little pocket in the center of your pan, just like that. Now this is where I recommend using your spray again, because the last time I tried to do this, it stuck right in the center there. So put a little bit more spray in there, and then all you're gonna do is add your 2 eggs and drop them right in. Now that the egg is getting nice and cooked, now is when I would mix it all together. Make sure you fold it in as best as you can. This is something that you're just gonna have to play around with. I just kind of add it in till I get the look I'm after. No science behind it. Finally, take your bag of frozen peas and carrots, or whatever vegetable that you want to use, and just dump it in. Fold all of that together. Even though these are frozen, being on the hot pan and with all the hot chicken and rice, it's gonna defrost and it's gonna cook the vegetables up. So don't worry about defrosting your vegetables or making sure they're fresh, just dump them on top. Here is the final product. A nice full bowl of chicken fried rice. That whole thing took me less than 15 minutes to make. Now that doesn't include cooking your rice and cooking your protein, but that doesn't take very long. You can buy rotisserie chicken, which is gonna cut down even more time. You just need to shred it apart. Rice doesn't take that long to make. You can make it in the microwave and walk away from it. So the actual on the oven time of this recipe took me less than 15 minutes. This bowl is 1 serving and that recipe yields 4. So it's a lot of food for not a lot of time, not a lot of ingredients, and you can customize this in so many different ways. You can add a different sauce on top, switch out your protein, switch out your vegetable. Anything in here is customizable to help you mix it up, stay consistent, and eat healthy. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I'll catch you guys in another workout. Let's go. It's a very rainy Sunday afternoon here in Michigan, but today is the final day of the street parking Jacked by June challenge. My gym is in a little bit of a disarray right now because I was power washing outside this week, and between that and the amount of rain we have gotten, the floors really got wet. And actually the box did too. The box seems to be pretty dried out now. You can see, actually it was this side, yeah, you can see right there all the water marks. So as I was power washing, the water was spraying in through the seams in the garage door, and it was coming in under the seams in the door. Apparently the weather seals on those are no good. And it came in about 1.5 feet. So I've had this fan going for a while now. Things are drying out really nicely, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just trying to get it as dry as possible, which is hard to do because it's so rainy and humid. So my gym is a little bit torn apart, which is no big deal. And I'm just gonna be using dumbbells and my bike. Today we've got the retest workout, which if you guys remember, this is actually going to be a initial test workout for me. I did not do it the very first time around because I hurt my knee at the beginning of the challenge. I really wasn't sure what was going on. So my knee was hurting me and I didn't want to do it because it was basically all air squats, and I decided I was going to hold off, let myself heal up, and do it on the retest date, which is today. Now, being that I have really nothing to compare this workout to because I didn't do the initial test, I am just going to be hoping I can do the workout, period. I'm gonna be doing it RX weight, so I'm gonna be using the bike for 15 cals, and then I'll be doing 36 air squats, 15 more calories, 18 dumbbell push press, and I'm gonna be doing that every 5 minutes for 5 rounds, trying to see what I can get my round time to be. The goal is to have about 4-minute rounds, and your time or your score is gonna be the slowest round throughout the whole process. So that was dumb. I looked at that workout and I knew it was gonna be tough. Like, I felt like my legs were gonna explode. But I did not expect to fail. Man, it's never a good feeling when you fail a workout. Like, I don't care if you scale reps to try and hit a goal. Personally, I feel like that's kind of the point, is to not just trudge through every single workout at an RX weight, but to scale it down to where you're hitting a manageable goal. And then there's days like today where the goal should have been manageable, but I decided to just go out of the gate way too hot and, you know, get a score that was amazing on my first round, pretty good on my second round. I got the goal on my third round, and by the fourth round, I failed it. Sometimes it's gotta be that way. Not a great outcome, but hey, I worked out, I did something, I moved, I'm definitely sweaty, so I'm good with that. Some days you just live and learn. Anyway, so today I wanted to actually spend a little bit of time recapping this Jacked by June challenge from street parking. So what I went into this challenge, I didn't go into this challenge with the mindset that I normally do on these challenges. Usually, you know, I want to crush it and I'm trying to log every point that I can on the Wodify app. But this one was a little bit different. There was no point tracking. I was in it, no money. And so I didn't operate so much as a challenge as I did really trying to refocus, because My whole goal back at the beginning of the year, because I get some time off of work when the baby came, I wanted to be coming back to work much fitter than when I left. That was my entire goal. However, quarantine, stay-at-home orders, all that kicked in, and honestly, what should have been a jump into my plans and a kickstart to everything turned into kind of a step backwards, where I had to refocus, I had to replan my day, and there was a lot of just anxiety, doubt, thoughts coming in my head because there's so much unknown. And then the baby showed up. That everyone tells you how difficult it is, you just never fully comprehend how difficult that is. So when this challenge started, I needed to get back on track. I needed to refocus everything, so that way when I go back to work, when I go back into the real world, when I get to see my friends and family again, I want to look better than when they saw me last. And that's still my goal. And Jacked by June refocused that goal for me. So it's not June. I am very, very far from jacked, but let's talk about what I've got going for me moving forward. I'll put some pictures up around me so you can kind of see befores and afters. But since the beginning of this challenge, I've lost 3 inches off of my waist, which is great. I'm very proud of that number. For not really documenting every single thing that I'm doing, I lost 3 inches off of my waist. With that 3 inches, that gives me 6 inches off of the beginning of the year. You guys know I took a major blow to this journey at the beginning of the year, end of last year. Very disgusted with myself, got way bigger than I wanted to, and I never thought in my wildest dreams I would have to basically start from scratch again and relearn everything I spent so much time in the first few years of this channel, but I did. It happened, it sucked, but I moved on from it. I don't know what I weigh today. I don't know what I weighed at the beginning of the challenge. I don't know what I've weighed in and out of the year. That's not the data that I want to be tracking anymore, because that will lead me to poor health choices, a poor mindset, and I don't want to be tied to that scale. I've said it before, yes, I really need to lose weight. I understand that. Physically, my body needs to lose weight, but I am going to be tracking my measurements and tracking photos, taking pictures of myself periodically. I measure myself constantly around the waist specifically, because that's where, I mean, I'm a big guy. That's where I need to lose the weight. That's where I need to lose the size. But I'm gonna try and be consistent, try and stay focused, and try and see results that aren't tied to that scale. I was really hoping today's workout was gonna be fantastic, non-scale victory, and it wasn't. I'm not there yet, but that's good. That means that, hey, I still have work to do, and now if I try this workout again soon, I'll be able to see a major difference. And let's chalk it up for a win. I could not do this workout when it was posted because my knee hurt so bad I couldn't do squats. I'm able to do it today. And while I was exhausted and I didn't accomplish the workout completely as written, I still got a workout in. So all that ranting tied up in this. Jacked by June challenge was great. Street parking is great. Definitely sign up for them if you've been on the fence about it. I'm gonna continue posting about it. So if you wanna see any future videos on street parking, hit that subscribe button so you can see all my future content. But it got me refocused. I'm eating more fruits and vegetables with the 800 gram challenge. I'm gonna continue on with that because I like it. I like eating more fruits and vegetables. I also like having a protein goal to hit because I'm using the 800 gram challenge lazy macros. So this whole process really refocused everything that I'm doing and refocused my goals, got me back into the mindset of why I'm doing this. And I hope you guys enjoyed the process. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you do, hit that like button. This is my first time doing a long form video like this. I want to do like more 30-day or 4-week changes, so that way I can document the whole process and put it into one video and not have just these sporadic videos all over the place with kind of some progress and then no progress and then kind of some progress. I don't want that anymore. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more of these long form videos. I hope you like it. Anything else you guys want to see me do, make sure you leave a comment below, so that way I can test it out. I've got a ton of ideas. I've got a ton of street parking programs I can try out and see if those are helping me see any sort of progression along the way. So stay tuned for those kind of videos. Stay tuned for more long form videos. I'm gonna space them out and do some in-between vlogs so that way you guys are still seeing my face on the YouTube channel as much as I possibly can put it out there. But until next time, you guys, remember, we are all in progress. Have a great day.